going to fear along the way. There's nothing I could say, nothing I could say, but I say.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, color commentator of the evening, Mikey Awesome, Michael Williams, whatever the hell you want to call me, and we are here. Hey, that's a great way to live there, Danvers. And we are here live with Raw is War, the 7th week here of our Universe mode, as we are still on the road to Backlash, which is this Sunday in this glorious month of June. Ironically, June as well right now. Either way, let's get things on the road. As we got a battle of cruiserweights here. Axiom going one-on-one against Santos Escobar. Of course, Axiom, your #1 contender to the Cruiserweight Championship, currently around the waist of Cedric Alexander. Axiom, of course, here for a warm-up match. Santos, though, looking to be a block for momentum. We'll see if that will end up being the case. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by WWE Cruiserweight Champion Cedric Alexander from Mexico City, Mexico, representing Legado del Fantasma. This is Santos Escobar. I like to use the wrong thing, whatever. Santos Escobar looking to get himself a big victory here, currently sitting with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. And getting a win over the #1 contender to the Cruiserweight title can mean big things here for Santos Escobar. Could possibly mean Santos trying to... God damn it. Could mean Santos taking that #1 contendership spot away from Axiom. Of course, that is on the grounds of General Manager Kyle Young. Of course, though, this young man right here definitely wants to keep that spot. I forgot I'm on 23. He doesn't have his actual entrance. As now making his way to the ring, this is Axiom. Axiom with a current record of 0-2. 0-2. Don't know how Axiom has became the #1 contender, but he did it somehow. Here's where Kyle's gonna tell me I'm behind on some shit. Oh yeah, true. That is right. He did beat Logan Paul. I think that was before the win-loss record system got implemented. Here we go. Santos ready. Axiom's ready. Our referee here ringing the bell. Hopefully they finally fixed referees in Universe mode in the next game, because as much as I like, Kevin Ripley here, we don't need Kevin Ripley reffing every single match. Anyway, Santos Escobar now taking control with a huge hammerlock suplex here, landing Axiom down on the mat. Of course, I want to welcome everyone. Hope you all are having a fantastic Monday. We can thank you for joining us here for Universe. Yeah, we need Junko. We also need Dave Gable back, man. Shout out to my boy Dave Gable, robbed of his rightful spot in the 2K games. But as I was saying, thank you for joining us here on this fabulous Monday. Glad you can join us for some Raw is War. Raw is live. In our opening contest here, #1 contender of the Cruiserweight Championship, Axiom, taking on Legado del Fantasma's very own leader, Santos Escobar. Somewhere Carlito's in the back, seeing this man right now. Of course, we do have stacked action here on this episode. We will see Chan Yoda, one of the greats out of Japan, taking on Piper Niven, one half of the brand new women's tag team, Beauty and the Beast. Kurt Angle set to go one-on-one with Keith Lee. We'll see Legado del Fantasma, the other two members Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro in action as they take on Vibe, the team of Dante Inferno and Aaron Matthews. Konami set to take on WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix in a big four-way dance to determine the #1 contender for Braun Breaker's WWE Championship. All that and more coming its way. But right now, we see Axiom getting taken out, floored with an enziguri by Santos. And hey, you got planned there, Cedric. And oh, Cedric trying to keep Axiom on his toes, but if Cedric puts his hands on his challenger, that will lead to a disqualification to Santos Escobar. And I don't think General Manager Kyle Young wants to be dealing with DQs while we are on the road here to, I believe, SummerSlam. No! Dropping the elbow to the back. Hooks the leg. Of course, the General Manager would prefer not to deal with some DQs. Only a 2 count there. Is now Santos. No, knee to the face by Axiom. The lockup here. Axiom now having a suplex. Dropped him on his neck. And now, huge knee, almost V-trigger style there. Axiom, though, is not done. Wants to continue the damage, put in the work. But Santos Escobar, elbows to the gut, will not let Axiom get any kind of momentum. And I think Cedric Alexander is liking what he sees. Axiom getting beaten down, but here comes Axiom fighting back here with these lariats, catching the boot, and sweeps the leg out from under his leg. Axiom fired up here. That is true. Cedric is not in a good position, losing to his former tag team partner in Ricochet. The champion already looks looking worse off here than his challenger. A huge DDT. No hook the leg here for the cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. It was too close for comfort by Axiom now. Calling for it here. Axiom gracefully diving to the outside. And oh! Couldn't connect to that shooting star. Dropkick, though, couldn't connect either. Remember, standardized 10 count here for the WWE. So glad we brought this company out from that weird dude growing that weird mustache. I wonder what would happen, though, if we had Paul Levesque helping us. Oh well. Fuck Paul Levesque and fuck the IPA, as we say here. Shot to the gut. Shot to the head, another shot to the head. And now hook the leg here. 1. Referee Kevin Ripley catching that rope break there. Now gonna pick it. Yeah, you get that, Kyle. For anyone that doesn't understand, inside joke between me, Kyle, and Chaz. It's for a Journey of Wrestling save we have. Triple H, Paul Levesque started his own company called the Insane Pro Association. The IPA. Now here comes Axiom. No! With that running super kick connecting. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Does Axiom actually have a name for that, like, super kick? I feel like that's, like, the remainder or something, because he's, like, a math nerd, but it's not that, and I know it's not that. Here we go, plant it down. Now thrown into the corner. Santos might be looking for something big here. Sets him up on the top rope. Santos shot to the mask. And what the hell is Santos looking for here? From the top. Oh my God! Hooks the leg there. 1, 2. And the double contender still finding a way to get that shoulder up. The man formerly known as El Hilo del Fantasma, showing why he is an absolute legend, a phenomenal performer. That Suicide died there, that Tope Suicida now stomped there to the face. An absolute legendary Lucha Libre competitor. Now Santos looks like he's trying to pull the mask off of Axiom. Jeez, he's just pulling on the mask here right in front of the commentator desk. Maybe trying to show what Kid is underneath there. Come on, Axiom. Come on, Kid. Fight off Escobar, and there we go. Kick to the gut. The lockup count of 8. Kick to the gut again. Remember, you only got a 10 count. Axiom back inside the ring. And he breaks up that 10 count. But now Santos back inside the ring with Axiom. And oh, shot there. Santos Escobar has him up. Plants him down. Grabs the legs here for the cover, and this could be it. 1, 2, 3. All short work for the leader of Legado del Fantasma. And you know Cedric Alexander has to be thrilled to see that. There it is. You can see that final moment there that I want to say that Michinoku Driver putting away the #1 contender here. So ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner and your victor, Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar victorious. No, I'm not going to make any demands. I'm just a commentator. But if I was General Manager Kyle Young, I would be looking to your #1 contender as of tonight. There's something there. Ladies and gentlemen, though, do not go anywhere. Coming up next, I mean, we're going to have a short commercial break, but coming up next, we will see Chan Yoda versus Piper Niven. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get your second matchup underway. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, already in the ring. From Nagata, Japan, she is Chan Yoda. And now her opponent, being accompanied to the ring by JC Jane. From Hertfordshire, Scotland, this is Piper Niven. Hey, I wouldn't say it's useless if you have that memorized. Might make you a good commentator if you can have that memorized. That shit memorized. Niven and JC Jane, this little colleague coming together, this little partnership coming together after the two had faced off against the team of Lita and Roxanne Perez. Now Chan Yoda has to deal with that monster there. Piper Niven is now the referee. Brings it on. Your second matchup is on the way already. Chan Yoda planted down. A rookie upstart out of Stardom, a former actress of sorts, as well as professional bodybuilder. Chan Yoda now wrestling her, I believe, second ever match here against Piper Niven. I'm not gonna lie. She gets a jobber entrance because I don't have her theme. I don't know where to find her theme. So until Kyle and I can come up with something, or until someone updates XY Lot to have more Stardom themes, Chan Yoda has a jobber entrance. Here we go. Piper now. Just throwing Yoda into the ropes. Jesus Christ. Chan Yoda has fought many of women so far in her early career, but I don't think she's fought someone quite like Piper Niven. A woman that's twice your size and that hits like a Mack truck, like a freight train. There's a lot of anger in such a woman like Piper Niven. Has Chan Yoda up and plants her down on the mat. God damn. Stomp to the face. You know, you got to be careful about that face, Piper Niven. And I guess technically the body too, considering her line of work as an actress. But, ugh. I don't think Piper fully cares. Gonna go for another stop. I know Chan Yoda. Nope. Turn around. But Chan Yoda trying to fight back here in this uphill battle against Piper Niven. Of course, if you are just tuning in, you did miss your opening contest for the evening, as Santos Escobar put down the #1 contender, Axiom. Again, if I was the general manager, Kyle Young, I'd be looking into your title scene at the moment. There's now Piper splashing down on top of Chan Yoda. Put away with a huge splash. Ref in position now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, not enough to put away Chan Yoda. Okay, Kyle. I was just saying. Piper Niven. Oh, big girl not looking to fly. Is she? Tope Suicida! But it didn't connect. I gotta say, Piper Niven, the athleticism that this woman possesses is almost unearthly. Again, if you consider her size. But I guess that's why you never judge a book by its cover. Actually, the same thing you could say about Chan Yoda for the amount of time that she's actually spent in the ring. The young Stardom rookie definitely showing that she can hang with the tough of the Morty. Count of 6. Piper Niven out, dropping her on the outside. Count of 7. Remember, ladies, you only got a 10 count. This isn't Japan. Count of 8. Chan has to be careful. This isn't like Stardom usually. Those 20 counts, and Chan Yoda able to break up the 10 count at the count of 9 there. And the brawl continues here on the outside. With Piper Niven just going off right now. You know, and these women, of course, trying to work up their opportunity to eventually challenge that WWE Women's World Champion, Bianca Belair. Of course, currently her #1 contender being Ariza Hoshiki, but you never know who could try to get themselves up the rankings a bit, whether that be Chan Yoda or that could be Piper Niven. Hell, maybe even Piper Niven and 2 count there, sorry. 2 count there, Piper Niven and JC Jane. JC trying to use Piper as a way to send a message to the tag champions. Ripcord Lariat. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Shades of Kazuchika Okada there. Speaking of Okada, we will see the Rainmaker in action later tonight as he fights Bobby Lashley, Karrion Kross, and of course the one and only Brandon Collins for an opportunity to challenge Braun Breaker. But right now Piper Niven lands her down, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there by Chan Yoda. Unloading again, these women went to the outside. JC Jane trying to stay impartial for her tag partner here. You can see her arms freaking out a little bit. I don't know why. And a 4. Chan Yoda though looking absolutely pissed off here. So that was smart there. You can see her walking away. Count of 6. 7 count now. Going back inside the ring. Now here we go. Hooks the leg there for the cover. 1, 2. And a 2 count. Now up to the top. What could Chan Yoda be looking for here? Chan with the flying nothing, and somehow it connects. Here we go. Got caught, but Piper's going to throw off Yoda. And a big boot there as well. Now Chan Yoda going to get tossed to the other corner. And Niven now splashes in on top of her. Piper Niven not done though. Definitely looking. Just squash her here. Cover 1, 2, 3. Do not mess with the Scottish badass, with the monster Piper Niven. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner and your victor, Piper Niven. Chan Yoda, for as much as she tried to fight off the monster, I don't think she was fully ready for what Piper Niven brought to the table. So don't go anywhere though, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, Dream Match. Kurt Angle takes on Keith Lee. He's a James. Now only so much you can do against a heavy hitter like Piper Niven. Speaking of heavy hitters, we're going to see what the Olympic gold medalist can do against a Bearcat. Feel what I need now that you're here. Just know there's nothing to fear along the way. There's nothing I can say. Who do you have here, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have Keith Lee? Or do you have the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle? Well, good morning, Jade. Glad you can join us here for some Rise War. Definitely want to stick around. We're gonna, if I can push it, we're running all 4 shows today. Maybe the pay-per-view, if Chaz sends it to me and if I feel up to it. I clicked on Keith Lee's theme and it didn't select it.
Who am I?
Ladies and gentlemen, following contest is scheduled for 1-5. Introducing first, from Wichita Falls, Texas, he is Keith Lee. Keith Lee, former WWE champion, has not been able to find the luck that he had prior in life. But it doesn't matter to him. You bask in the glory of Keith Lee, and he's ready to try and get that fire going again. And I think he might be able to do it against the Olympic gold medalist himself, Kurt Angle. But I mean, you're facing an absolute wrestling machine here, Keith. That's making his way to the from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is the Olympic gold medalist, the wrestling machine, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle as well, not having a best start. I believe starting out on SmackDown. Just now started out on SmackDown, transitioned his way to Monday Night Raw, and things have not looked well for either man. So win, must win for either man here tonight. Angle basking into his fans right now. I don't think the fans are going to know really who to root for here. Do they root for a WWE Hall of Famer, or do they root for one of the best damn wrestlers on the planet? Well, we're going to find out. Lee is ready. Angle's ready. Let's get this dream matchup underway as the ref rings the bell. And here we go, lock up here. You know, Angle gets behind Keith Lee and immediately drops him with the reverse DDT. I already have a funny feeling someone's going to be stealing Angle's gold medal after tonight. If I'm Kurt, I'd be careful. You might not have a gold medal going into next week. Huge shot there to the chest. Another huge shot there to the chest. As Kurt Angle just slams him face first into the corner. Surprisingly enough, also as well, we haven't seen someone give a blood payment to the blood goddess yet tonight. That could change with Keith Lee and Kurt Angle here. Keith Lee already all over the wrestling machine. Big boy going up top here. What's Lee going to look to do here to Angle? Keith Lee, Jesus! Oh my God! The strength in the wrestling machine! He just slammed Keith Lee on the mat. Angle now, huge punch to Keith Lee. Stomp on the arm. You know what they say, Keith Lee tells everyone to bask in his glory. I think Keith Lee should be basking in the strength and the tenacity of Kurt Angle. I don't even know how that man did it. How did that man lift and slam Keith Lee like that? I apologize to anyone that watches on headphones, by the way. I can be a loud person at times. If I blow out your ears, I tremendously apologize. Referee already starting her 10 count here. I think that was a right to the eyes there a sec. Angle might be playing a little bit dirty here tonight. Keith Lee though has him on, but Angle punches to the face of Keith Lee, and I'm tossing Lee into the barricade. You know, we talk about how Keith Lee's in the ring with a former Olympic gold medalist, but people do also have to remember that Kurt Angle is in the ring with a former Texas A&M football athlete. Two count there. Yeah, Keith Lee with that bear hug locked in, wrapped around the waist, putting pressure on the spine, and it's something that's gonna that will put an effect on Angle in the long run. But again, when you're talking to a man who won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck, Kurt Angle thinks he could do it all. There's a reason he's been dubbed Kurt Angle. And it doesn't just have to do with the amount of drugs he was on in 2010. It has to do with the tenacity, the three I's that he believes in: intensity, integrity, and I forget what the last one stood for. By the way, Angle now unloads with the stomps here on Keith Lee. Again, punches to the face. Looks like Angle's trying to get a blood payment, and I didn't know Garfield the cat and Garfield were different until last week. Wait, Garfield the cat and Garfield were different until last week. What? Also, welcome to the stream, Ash. Cover now 1, 2. 2 count there. Garfield the cat in Garfield. Good chop there where Keith Lee trying to go for another chop, but no. Angle with the kick to the gut. Kurt Angle now with the uppercut. Now gonna throw Lee off the ropes in the kitchen sink there. Angle thinks that's enough, hooks the leg here. 1, 2, but no Keith Lee able to get that shoulder up. Of course, we still have more action stacked for you guys here tonight. After this tornado tag team action, Legado del Fantasma, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro taking on Dante Inferno and Aaron Matthews of Vibe. Konami takes on WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. And of course, your main event, Bobby Lashley, Karrion Kross, Brandon Collins, and Kazuchika Okada battling it out in a 4-way dance for the #1 contendership to the WWE Championship. All that and more coming your way. Days ago, I still thought that shit. Oh, wait, are you talking about President Garfield? There are other Garfields? Yes! Anyway, Angle! Ankle lock! Ankle lock locked in! On Keith Lee, the pressure! Taking out the leg of the bigger man. This could turn the tide of the matchup here. There goes the ankle lock locked in, but Keith Lee able to get out of it. Angle hasn't done nearly enough damage to that leg. Still throwing off the ropes here. And oh, Jesus Christ, just toss him up and over. But Lee getting, Angle getting out of there. And now Lee going to join him on the outside. Punch to the face of the pole. Oh, no, hip toss. Oh, that's 340 pounds stomping on you. Next, you're going to tell me that the big... First of all, that's Clifford, the big red dog. And no, he didn't. What the hell? Angle down, probably from random miss, getting sprayed from the crowd. I don't know what the hell happened there, but Angle also just getting absolutely beaten down. So kick to the gut. Lock up here. Count of 6. Now is Angle going to throw Keith Lee towards the barricade. Is there a thing called Kipper? I know Clifford the big red dog. Count of 8. Is Angle really going to go for a count out victory here? No! Keith Lee back inside the ring by the count of 8. Going out the ropes. Duck under. And a knee to the gut. Over the leg now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Now picked up. Here we go. No. Keith Lee pushing off. Shot to the chest. I think Angle was going to look for another ankle lock, but couldn't get it. Keith Lee was looking for something, but Angle, we found a reversal there. Kick the punch to the gut. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Ugh. Next, someone's going to hit Russian in the chat, and then all of a sudden, all the Russian... There's the Russian. No! Keith Lee just planning down Kurt Angle. Surprising, still... No blood. Japanese. Still no blood for the blood goddess yet. Keith Lee, though! Buckle bomb! The very move that ended the career of Sting and could end the career of Angle if we're not careful here tonight. Jesus, again, that's like 320, 340 pounds just walking over your chest. And Keith Lee! Spirit! I believe that's Spirit Bomb, unless that was Big Bang Catastrophe there. I can't tell the two together. Oh. Monkey flip there by Angle. No, Spirit Bomb is the actual bomb. I think that was Big Bang Catastrophe. Yeah. Here we go, Angle! Ankle lock! Oh, but close to the ropes. Keith Lee, you think Keith Lee able to get a hold of that rope? Both men rope break. This match still continues. Here we go, thrown into the ropes now. Those of you that aren't on Ad Drake, welcome to exclusive footage. You can only catch on playback. Now Keith Lee gonna set Kurt Angle onto the ropes. Big shot to the face. And here we go, thrown off. Keith Lee, oh, ducked underneath. Off the ropes. Huge lariat, turning Angle inside out. And Keith Lee, look at that cocky SOB. Keith Lee going up to the top rope. Big boy looking to fly. Slashes down, hooks the leg on Angle. 1, 2, 3. Who is he? He's the man Kurt Angle couldn't see. Just looking back at this match, the insanity that these two brought. There's that big bang catastrophe. Almost thought that could have been it. There's the splash that ends things. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner and your victor. Peace. Ooh. Fun fact. Kurt Angle can't go in a hot tub out of risk of becoming hard-boiled. Interesting fact, Keith Lee, big victory off the splash. And he is him. He might be getting himself back towards championship contender opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, now don't go anywhere. Coming up next, Tornado Tag Team action. Legado del Fantasma versus Vibe. There's come to past, memories are all inside you, never leave them back. Just know there's nothing to feel.
There's nothing I could say, nothing I could say.
What do you have here, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have Legado del Fantasma or do you have Vibe?
Wonder why I can't feel relief with being blind or dumb. It's like something to believe in and I never give it up.
Hey Kyle, do you remember what we were using for the Vibe theme? Were we just using Brandon's theme for Vibe? I'm just gonna use Brandon's theme for Vibe and we'll call it good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is the Tornado Tag Team matchup scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, this is the team of Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro together. They are Legado del Fantasma. Santos Escobar victorious earlier this evening. Can his boys find some victory as well? Of course, you know all the tag teams are gunning for the opportunity to get towards House of Black or to get towards the current Raw Tag Team Champions, the Rock and Country Connection. Who knows, maybe Legado del Fantasma or Vibe can get themselves up those rankings. Of course, though, they have to compete with a team that... Oh, shit! I forgot, they don't have a tag entrance. The fuck does he... Okay, fuck it, you know what? Just fuck it. Just fuck it. Fuck it! Introducing their opponents first, representing Vibe. That was real-time panic, by the way. From Los Angeles, California, representing Vibe. This is Dante Inferno. Dante Inferno with the big opportunity here to earn some gold on Raw. With that gold could be tag gold alongside the King of Vibe himself. I believe this is the first time Dante and Aaron Matthews would be teaming up together. Dante, King of the Inferno. Dante Inferno has been all over the globe, wrestled for many major wrestling promotions as well. Yes, that is true. Vibe trying to earn themselves opportunities at gold since they are the former Raw Tag Team Champions, not getting a viable rematch. And of course, introducing his tag team partner, representing Vibe. From Dayton, Ohio, he is simply better. Hey, Aaron Matthews. Also, there you can see Cape Delta lurking, aka good old Eric. Man who's simply better than the rest, Aaron Matthews. Again, normally we would see him teaming up with the likes of Brandon Collins or maybe even the likes of Phoenix Nitro, but tonight teaming with Dante Inferno. Again, trying to make the case to be the next #1 contenders since they are former tag team champions, trying to take the spot away from the House of Black, away from, I believe specifically, the Kings of the Black Throne. Oh, no, just the House of Black, Buddy Matthews and Brody King. Also, I love the pop for Aaron as Aaron comes out. Here we go. Legato Dustin Panthers ready. Vibe is ready. Enjoy the action. I will be right back. I need to go get more water. Chaos and insanity already brewing with the tornado tag action here. As Dante looking to throw. Joaquin Wild there chopping away in the corner. Aaron Matthews looking over, I believe, on the outside. Cruz del Toro. Yes, yeah, that's correct. Dante now with the cover on Joaquin. One count. Thank God I finally got the names down. This was way earlier of me trying to run shit. I think I would accidentally be calling Joaquin Wild Joaquin Phoenix. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done. Not my proudest moment, I'll be honest. Here we go, working him over in the corner there. Right, okay, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Joaquin Wild is the one that has all the tattoos and stuff, right? Well, Cruz del Toro is the one with, like, bigger beard. Oh, yeah, that's Joaquin Wild, okay. Warlock walked in here in the ring. Dante though getting pushed off. Meanwhile, Cruz del Toro trying to fight back Aaron here up the ramp. No lighting for them though. Damn. Here we go. Getting themselves picked up here in the corner. An Irish whip. Send it to the other corner. To the face. Now Dante, no, getting slammed down to the mat. And Joaquin Wild trying to take the control here. Wanted a kick out. Of course, there's still more stacked action coming your way after this. Konami takes on WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. And after that, your main event, fatal four-way action. But you don't want to go anywhere, because we have NXT after this. And NXT got some stacked, when I say stacked, I mean stacked matches coming your way. Feast your eyes, but only got the one count there as a save from Cruz del Toro. Aaron Matthews telling Joaquin Phoenix how he feels about them, and look at that little bit of insult and injury from the man that is simply better than the rest. And now a Kamagorie. Thanks, Bubba. Right to the eyes. A shot to the face, little punch there. It looks like, oh, Vibe trying to do a little double team maneuver to Legado del Fantasma, having the numbers advantage against the team. Absolutely doing that damage. As soon as I say that, Legado del Fantasma are finding a way to come back with their own numbers advantage. Over back there. And a stomp to the face. No, oh, elbow to the face there. Just the chop. Try to grab it, couldn't get a hold of it. Oh! Backbreaker kick to the back. And a knee right to the face. We're gonna lock up, got a huge DDT. Now picking him up and thrown into the barricade there. Holy hell, man. The lock up, trying to take out Dante Inferno as Joaquin Phoenix eats the knee, a huge German suplex near those steps. Of course, they cannot get a pinfall victory unless they are back inside the ring. Member of each team is now Dante throwing Cruz del Toro back inside the ring. I think simply the man that's simply better than the rest. And Dante sees that they got the pickings, and looks like a little bit of miscommunication between the duo, but oh! I don't know what Aaron was looking for. It didn't really connect much, but the rake to the eyes, and technically it's legal. A rake to the back. Not Aaron Matthews if he's not doing some kind of cheap tactic. That's not to the arm. Planted down the Uranagi, covered now by Cruz del Toro. 1, 2. I got a 2. And Joaquin Phoenix pandering to this crowd here. And Phoenix! Both men diving over the top, taking out Vibe. Looks like Legado del Fantasma all over the former Raw Tag Team Champions. I mean, wasn't specifically the team of Aaron Matthews and Dante Inferno, but you know, the team of Vibe still tried to stay all over. Wait, was it? It actually was Dante and Aaron? I thought... Oh, no, because Brandon was going after the U.S. Right, no, you are right, because it was supposed to be the big Vibe takeover, because you had Phoenix going after the U.S. title and Brandon going after the world title. Yeah, okay, crazy. So Dante and Aaron trying to stake their claim back toward the tag titles. As Joaquin and Dante back inside the ring. Aaron Matthews laying out Cruz del Toro on the outside. Joaquin Phoenix turning things around on Dante Inferno. No blood yet for the Blood Goddess. But Joaquin Wild! Oh! 450 splash in the back. And this could do it for Legado del Fantasma. 1, 2, no. This crowd on their feet for tag team wrestling, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame them. You don't get tag team wrestling anywhere else quite like you do here in the WWE. Here we go, Aaron off the ropes, calls cutter to Cruz del Toro, and immediately going for the cover here. 1, 2, no. Both men might be looking for a big maneuver here. Oh! Oh! Planted down! I think Aaron Matthews looking to finish off Cruz del Toro, and here comes Joaquin Phoenix, now covered here by Dante. But Dante immediately couldn't get a fall there as Joaquin Wild. Oh, Jesus, I mentioned that I don't do it anymore, and then I just do it, and oh, man. Dante just stalking his opponent here, coming to the aid of the King of Vibe. Yes, Hollywood actor Joaquin Phoenix is a member of Legado del Fantasma. Legado del Fantasma getting dissected here by Vibe. Aaron Matthews now going to go after Cruz del Toro, and it looks like Dante wants to go after Cruz as well. Aaron Matthews with the big kicks here to Cruz. Dante now has the arm. Here we go, working him over and throws him off. To the gut. Huge German. Go to the face. Here we go, unloading with those chops. And thrown into the steps. As Raw continues to roll on with this tag match, we still got 2 more matches left for you guys coming this evening. We got an octopus stretch here, but that does not put down Aaron Matthews. As for Dante and Cruz here, they continue their fight on one side. Aaron Matthews has Joaquin Wilde, throws him back inside the ring. Cruz goes back inside the ring as well. And Vibe once again standing tall over Legado del Fantasma. We might be seeing the end. No, elbow to the face. Cruz, no, duck by Aaron. Elbow to the face again. Cruz fighting a 2-on-1. And Aaron Matthews plants him down. That's one. There we go. Wild kicks there. Pop-up out kicks with the cover. Aaron Matthews right there. Makes a save at the count of one. Up on the face again. Cruz. Double knees. Both men back to the outside, and it looks like Legado del Fantasma is going to fly once again. Oh! And Miles, goddamn it. Now planted down on the outside padding there. That is thin padding. Your Raw's War General Manager skimping out like always on the padding. I don't get it. Here we go, going in with the neck breaker there. Just when you think Vibe is about to capitalize, Legado del Fantasma finding a way to turn things around. Is Cruz? No, okay, that's just the shadow. Cruz not bleeding yet. No blood for the Blood Goddess just yet. Sure you don't, Kyle. That's why SCD is only in the hardwood floors. Ow, by the way. You know what it's like to get smacked right there on your nose? Ow. And they'll throw him back inside the ring. Joaquin Wilde back inside the ring, and looks like Aaron showing Cruz del Toro his two amigos. Now unloading there is Joaquin Wilde pandering to this crowd. Aaron Matthews finally seeing it, and so does Dante! And he caught him in the lung blower! Aaron Matthews outside, caught! Here we go, coming out 1, 2, 3! Sorry, I was not prepared for that. I think that's what caused that lung blower going after the legs. It was just too much for Joaquin Wilde there. If I was the tag champion, if I was the number one contender, I'd be careful. Vibes coming for the titles. Cruz are just too tired to make the saves. Ladies and gentlemen, the King bled? Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and your victors, Aaron Matthews, Dante Inferno. Vibe, it looks like we did have a payment for the Blood Goddess from the man who's simply better than everybody else. I'm not gonna lie, I lost some words right now. Vibe getting a huge victory, ladies and gentlemen. Though, do not go anywhere. Coming up next, your co-main event, as the submission sniper Konami takes on WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix.
There's a long wrong just behind you.
Okie dokie, Jade.
Come so fast. Memories are all inside you, and you never make them.
There's your main event right there. Co-main event up next. Konami versus Beth Phoenix. Keeping on the train of former champions, yes, former women's world champion Konami trying to get back towards her title. Ladies and following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Hiroshima, Japan, this is Konami. Konami trying to get her trend back into some winning ways here. I believe as well making her return finally to Raw. The former women's champion looking to make her presence felt here tonight against the Glamazon, against a Hall of Famer. See how Konami does in this return match here tonight. And of course making her way to the ring. From Buffalo, New York, she is WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. I really feel like I need to be fact checked real quick. Beth Phoenix as well has been on the hunt to getting herself. Oh yeah, no, okay, she is a Hall of Famer. Good. On her own hunt for getting more championship gold around her race before she officially calls it quits. There's the Glamazon set to go one-on-one with the submission sniper. Here we go. Konami ready. Beth Phoenix ready. Your co-main event underway as the ref rings the bell, and already with the takedown there. Now trying to work over the body here with the camel clutch. Konami's able to get out of it. Here we go, huge no. Punch back away, lock up here. And now Konami getting thrown over the top rope to the outside. Here we go now, thrown off the ropes, ducked under, jumped over. And here we go with the suplex there. The kick to the head by Beth Phoenix going to turn things around now. As Beth rolls to the outside as well, trying to go for a punch, couldn't connect the punch to the face, and the punch to the face. Unloads here, huge! Belly to belly. Trying to go for the stomp and a knee to the head. Konami trying to stay on top of the action here. Konami with the huge knee. Now the former Women's World Champion taking it to a former Divas Champion. On a 6 now. Konami duck. Now going to throw Beth back inside the ring. On the count of 7, Konami returning to the ring herself. Lock up here. Irish whip off the ropes. Ducked under. And oh! Tried to body the body there. Just the punch locked up. Got caught. Into a huge power slam there. That finish is showing off that strength, something we've seen earlier in the night. Of course, if you are just tuning in, then you've missed a hell of a show so far. Santos Escobar, who got a big victory over the #1 contender. Axiom, you missed Chan Yoda in losing efforts trying to fight off a beast known as Piper Niven. You missed a hell of a tag match earlier. Just prior to this matchup. And you missed a hell of a dream match between Kurt Angle and Keith Lee. Here we go, Konami getting tossed off the ropes, backflipping away from Beth Phoenix. Hook underneath, lariat taking Phoenix off her feet. And Konami, you can see her fired up here. Now trying to work over the legs here. Wrenching in the pain. Beth refusing to tap out. Cover now with the leg hook. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Punch there, Beth Phoenix, no. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I got distracted for a sec. Konami able to get out of the submission maneuver there. Alrighty, Cal. Here we go. Lock up together by Konami. Konami with another lock up here. Gonna Irish whip Beth Phoenix off the ropes. And a big kitchen sink. Not gonna pick her up. Has the arm locked. But no. Triangle Lancer normally 100%. Beth Phoenix showing that there's a flaw in the system of the Triangle Lancer. And again, Konami might not have had it fully locked in. Coming out 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Here we go, trying to work her over. Konami dragging her away from the ropes. There's Konami now. Looking for the fisherman suplex. Coming out 1, 2, 3. Konami Nothing too fancy, not her normal way of getting stuff done, but still able to get the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and your victor, Konami. That definitely has to be a message sent to either current champion Bianca Belair or number one contender Ariza Hoshiki. Letting them know they should be worried, maybe even fearful. The Konami is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere though, because coming up next, fatal four-way action. Damn, Kyle leaves and the match ends. He's gonna be so pissed.
There's a long one just behind you. Everything else comes so fast.
But you have here fatal four-way matchup, number one contendership for the WWE Championship. One of these four men is challenging Braun Breaker. Let's on wait for a second. One of these four men is challenging Braun Breaker. Question is who will it be? Will it be Vibe Zone Brandon Collins, Karrion Kross, Bobby Lashley, or the Rainmaker? But I say, who do you have? Let thy voices be heard. There is one thing that is true. Only one thing is true. There is one thing that is true. To make it last forever. Forever. God damn it, Jade. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for elimination and it's a number one contendership match for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, representing from Atlanta, Georgia. This is the Spartan, Brandon Collins. Brandon Collins, once upon a time, was set to challenge for the WWE Championship that was around the waist of Keith Lee. Lost that opportunity. Now, Braun Breaker currently holding the belt, winning it back at, I believe it was at Breaking Point, beating Edge in the finals of a tournament. Brandon Collins would like nothing more than to shut up all the people that doubt him. What better way to do that than to get a big victory here in Fatal 4-Way action, but you have to go through this man as one of them is making his way to the ring first. Making his way to the ring next, I should say. From Denver, Colorado, representing the Hurt Business, he is the almighty Bobby Lashley. And one of the men that was in that tournament, feeling disrespected, wants another crack at it. Wants another crack so badly. As the almighty would love to get his hands on Braun Breaker tonight. Good across eliminates Bobby Lashley. There's something written in the stars for that one. Of course, here comes another man who was part of the original tournament. I think as well, feeling a little disrespected that he is not the man currently holding the title. Is now making his way to the ring. From Sin City, he is carrying Cross. Welcome on in, Nightmare. Welcome to your main event of Raw is War. Ready for your action. Brandon Collins, Bobby Lashley, and this man here. Why is he so angry? I don't know what to tell you about that one, Jed. I think he's angry because he's not the WWE champion. Something that was foretold in his future. Something that was foretold in his horoscope was that he would be called. Yes. Yes, that is the reason, Jade. You stole his wife. How could you? You know, if I had to take the guess, the only reason this man is as pissed as he is because he's not the WWE champion. And he has to go through 3 other men to earn the opportunity where he thinks he's deserved it. Welcome back, Kyle, just in time. As ladies and gentlemen, this is good. Put him making his Raw debut from Tokyo, Japan. This is the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. When you hear the coins drop, you know what that means. Okada's here. And the Rainmaker looks to make a big impact. And talk about the biggest impact of them all, making your debut, fatal 4-way action to earn an opportunity to challenge Braun Breaker for the WWE Championship. God damn it, Jade is here we go. Brandon's ready. Bobby's ready. Cross is ready. And Okada ready. I think Karrion Kross, you can see him already. He was staring daggers into Bobby Lashley. Here we go. Main event now underway. Remember, this is elimination. The last man left inside the ring is the man set to challenge Braun Breaker. Of course, I did have time before the show to have a word with Karrion Kross. Ask him what his thoughts were going into this match. Kross did tell me he is pissed. He is annoyed. He feels the general manager has been overlooking him as just a contender. Feels that he doesn't have to belittle himself to fight men like Brandon Collins and YouTubers that have been on this brand just to earn an opportunity towards a guy that doesn't even deserve to be a world champion. Many would like to think Kross shares the same sentiment with Bobby Lashley. Lashley as well feeling like he should have just been labeled the #1 contender to Braun Breaker. Even MVP saying that only Lashley is capable of being the man to challenge Braun Breaker. Not Okada, not Kross, and definitely not Brandon Collins. Everyone's overlooking Brandon Collins from what I've been hearing as of late. I don't know where all the doubt comes from. I guess they think Brandon Collins might be like that Chris Danger guy. Of course, yes, this is the biggest opportunity for all of them to prove themselves. We got a stop sign outside. We got a candlestick in the ring. Right now, Brandon Collins Being taken out by Karrion Kross as Okada. Being taken out by the almighty. I think Lashley trying to put him in his place right now. Former powerlifter, former alumni football player, Bobby Lashley, former MMA fighter. Very close, yes, the general manager is allowing that, and there we go. Already we got a cross-jacker locked in on Brandon Collins. Collins trying to fight it off. Okada trying to go for the DDT. No lariat there by Big Bobby Lashley. Okada says to Lashley, if you want to deal with it, we'll deal with it on the outside, but Lashley doesn't want to go on the outside. And now, Brandon Collins trying to go after Kazuchika Okada. Okay, Collins. Drop kick, welcome back, Danvers. Coming out 1, 2. You got a 2 just in time for your main event on Monday Night Raw. Because you don't want to go anywhere after this little immediate break, just for me to chat, catch my breath, as we set up the NXT card and go through NXT. I'm going to try to push myself through all 4 shows. And we'll try. Here we go, the German suplex into the Rainmaker! And we could have our first elimination here. Hooks that leg. 1, 2. No, Collins is still in this. We are just tuning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event of Monday Night Raw. We're finding out which one of these 4 men is going to challenge Braun Breaker for the WWE Championship. And Brandon Collins with a double knee face buster there to try and take out Okada. Here we go for the elimination. 1 note. Going to take a lot to put down Kazuchika Okada. It will take a lot to take down a former 7-time IWGP champion. And they'll call, oh, Jesus Christ. Jade, that is true. In GTT, Jade, one of the best, and someone's bleeding. Who's bleeding? We got blood for the blood goddess. Yeah, shout out to Jade Jackson, the best GM of GTT. Pantheon for the win. We have blood for the blood god. I don't know who's really bleeding here. I can't tell from this angle. But oh! Back to the ring post. Collins taken down. And in comes Karrion Kross. Bat! Swung for the fences there. I have a funny feeling it might be Brandon Collins, but something also tells me it might be Karrion Kross. Does anyone know officially who bled? Can we get a visual on that one? Collins placed into the ladder there. When the fuck did the ladder show up? And, oh, Jesus! Oh, Kross is bleeding. That's just going to piss off the Harbinger even more. God damn! Everyone just crowding over here next to the announce table. Now, oh, Brandon Collins. And Karrion Kross thrown into the ladder. Now Kross thrown into a ring post. And everyone's just getting tossed around here, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event, and it's chaos and pandemonium. Everyone's angry. Everyone wants an opportunity to challenge Braun Breaker. The man who made Brock Lesnar. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. The man that made Brock Lesnar his bitch on Raw. I've never seen Brock Lesnar getting manhandled like that before in my life. And oh! Okada just reversed a spear into a DDT. Karrion Kross doing some weird foot movements there with Brandon Collins. Legit just waiting for Jade Carter's VOC. If I remember, Jade's like the last one. It comes out, I think, in September with like her, Nia Jax, and Kairi Sane, right? I'm literally just waiting for Kairi Sane. I just want Kairi in the game. I want Kabuki Warriors, damn it. I'm tired of having to go to 2K20 to play with the Kabuki Warriors. Why did they make that one so late, dude? Like, I like Post Malone. Oh Jesus Christ. And Pat McAfee's cool, but like those could have been later DLCs to fucking Nia Jax and Cargill. I wasn't expecting a Tope Suicina from Lashley there, putting, I believe it was Cross through the ladder. And these men still won't go in the ring to end shit. Oh my God, look at the blood that I'm carrying. Cross, you can start seeing the blood now. The cut there by the eye. As Cross just watching the strength here. And Okada said, sit your ass down, boy. Oh no, I'm calling it now. Pat's pack with him and the rest of his boys at the Pat McAfee show is going to be the glorified New Moves pack. And I'm fine with that. It just feels like a weird waste of space character-wise, where you could have put in like Tatum and a few other people. But New Moves is really nice to have as well. Now Collins thrown back inside the ring, carrying Cross. Has Okada up, slams him into the apron and throwing him around to the hardest part as well. These men just want to brawl, and you know in the back, Braun Breaker is watching this, grinning ear to ear. He's going to have a fight come SummerSlam, unless there's a show before it. I can't remember. Anyway, German suplex. We might be seeing our first elimination here. Brandon Collins with the Rainmaker. And Cross said, not yet. Stomped him in, oh, the disrespect. Stomped him in the face. Tug off of the cover. 1, 2, 3. Brandon Collins has been eliminated. And now we're down to 3. And cross-check it. Cross-check it. Cross-check it. Bobby Lashley. Lashley clinging for life right now. Okada with the sledgehammer. Jesus. Trying to take out Bobby Lashley here. I might have just knocked him out with the shot to the back. 1, 2. No, Lashley's still in this. That is true. While Brandon Collins was eliminated by Karrion Kross, we all know it was the Rainmaker that dealt in Brandon Collins. I think there is going to be something there between Okada and Kross. And speaking of which, you got a Orton-style backbreaker there. Shouts out to the NXT Tag Team Champion. And now, looks like we're going to get a shout out to The Undertaker. No! Kross! Turning things around! Tombstone of his own! And oh, could he connect with it? Tossing him, Jesus! Lashley wanting to get rid of Kross nice and easy now. 1, 2, but Kross stays alive. I never thought in my years as a commentator would I see Karrion Kross with a tombstone, nor would I see Lashley take the Rainmaker! 1, 2, no. On my throat. Here we go, neck breaker there. And Kazuchika Okada going off. Bobby Lashley hurt lock on Okada, swinging him around. Okada no choice, had to tap out. What a showing for the new debut to Monday Night Raw, Kazuchika Okada. Wasn't able to get an elimination, but down to our final 2. It's Bobby Lashley and it's Karrion Kross. And oh, the fucking smile that has to be on Jade's face, seeing that a real-life feud reignites here tonight. As Karrion Kross unloading the damage on Bobby Lashley right now. Jesus Christ, trying to break his ankle, it seems. Picking up the sledgehammer again and just unloading on the legs of Bobby Lashley, and Bobby can't fight back. This isn't fair. Okada. Good showing for Kazuchika Okada. In my books, Okada eliminated Brandon Collins. And definitely that's a match we're going to have to see in the near future. As well as as well as Okada and Karrion Kross. Now Bobby Lashley just unloading the damage himself now on Karrion Kross. I knew it. There has to be. You got like a cheeky smirk or some kind of grin. Seeing that it's these two in the finals, it's fate. And oh, Lord Bobby Lashley. And these two just want to continue their brawl here on the outside. And definitely as well, Braun has to have a grin on his face, knowing it's these two men that he's had some issues with. Two men that Braun himself, I believe, had put down on his, well, one of them he didn't put it down. I have my own feelings about Kross. I liked Kross when he was in TNA, Killer Kross. I didn't prefer Karrion. I really still don't, because of the NXT run where they had, you know, Ciampa get fed to him, but that's just me. Everyone who also knows me knows I'm marked out for Tommaso Ciampa. Anyway, Bobby Lashley tossing away Karrion Kross, the man with blood on his face and a desire in his heart. Everyone wanted to see for the finals back at Breaking Point, wanted to see Bron Breakker take on Bobby Lashley. Lashley wants that opportunity again. Karrion Kross, who I believe either fought Lashley in the quarterfinals or fought Bron Breakker in the quarterfinals, definitely is looking for another opportunity as well. Braun looked in the semis, not Bron Breakker in the semis, and definitely looking for a shot back there as well. As Lashley has the steps, I think he had second thoughts. He's having second thoughts. He doesn't really want to end this man's career. Adam Copeland took out Bobby Lashley. Yes, that is true. Actually, you can still call him Edge. Here we call him Edge. Here we go, hook the leg here for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2 count now. Not enough yet to put it away. If I sound a little bit different, I'm taking off my headset for a sec. I'm sweaty as hell, so if you also hear like a fan in the background, yeah, it's hot. It is hot in this, it is hot in this son of a beat. It is 93. It's like a heat index of 100 and it feels like 99. Not a single cloud in the sky. Your boy is hot as hell. Anyway, back inside the ring. Lashley planting down. Cross on the mat. Lashley, no, Cross back inside the ring. He's gonna head to the outside. Bobby goes back inside the ring. Here we go, Bobby. Taunting with the chair. Cross knocks it out of his hand. No, block the forearm strike. And now I believe we got Lashley bleeding as well. Look at the strength, though, of the Almighty. Planted on the chair. And Lashley with the cover. 1, 2, 3. It seems fate has a funny way of working itself out. Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner and the #1 contender to the WWE Championship. Sorry. Here's your winner and contender to the #1 contender to the WWE Championship, the Almighty Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley. Definitely ready for Bron Breakker. The question is, if Bron Breakker is ready for Bobby Lashley. Also, yeah, that is a Sophia Winters. Sophia Dammer, Dammer Sophia. I'm sure both of you know each other. Hurt Lock versus Steiner Recliner. Spear versus Spear. This is the moment you look at it and you go, oh shit. Alrighty, Kyle, let's check the news. Let's make sure you don't have any injuries as we go into NXT.